Coming up on Power News for you at 7, terror strikes Park County Elementary School as Dr. Adkins goes toe-to-toe with a man in a food pyramid costume.
NASA, under pressure from the United States government, has canceled all Mars exploration missions. Find out why in a few short moments.
And this just in, Jersey Hot Scoop is live on the scene at a local trucker dive off of Route 40 where a fashion statement misunderstanding has resulted in tragedy.
All this and more coming up on Power News for you at 7.
Live from Gutter Heights, Michigan comes the area's select local broadcast at this time on this station, WPOW. With your anchors, Boulder Sinclair, Kimber Morgan, segment reporters Kate Dugan, and Phil Biggins. Chip Slapshot in sports, Bab Tinsel in entertainment, and Johnny Synoptic in the weather tower. Investigative reporter Buck Springwell, man on the street Jersey Hot Scoop, climate analyst Bariometric, editorial edge with Reynold Blowhard, Leslie Poppintree with your stock ticker, stickers, ticklers, sparklers, stick figures, and figurative politics. Mort Motherboard Technology, Skittle with your Hal in obituaries, Ramona our fact checker, Dawn in armchairs, I from catering, this guy, Craig in time travel, Arlo Jameson's hit him up with Arlo, and absolutely Allison.
Welcome to Power News for you at 7. I'm Kimber Morgan.
And I'm Boulder Sinclair. Our top story tonight, President Bush has announced that the U.S. will cancel all future exploration of Mars, including a possible manned mission after the Spirit rover failed to return any evidence of the existence of oil. Earlier this year, Bush laid out plans to increase NASA funding, hoping to send astronauts to Mars by 2015, at which point the U.S. military would forcibly spread democracy across the harsh desert planet with the eventual goal of allowing American energy companies unlimited access to Mars's natural resources. Bush said NASA's expected 10% funding increase will be instead used to further exploration of nations on Earth that are both oil-rich and in need of liberation. Members of the planned Mars Governing Council were not available for comment. Kimber?
Power News for you at 7 is live on the scene off Route 40 where, according to early reports, a college student wearing a trucker hat has reportedly been beaten senseless by what witnesses describe as a real trucker. Power News reporter Jersey Hot Scoop joins us with the details. Jersey, what can you tell us?
Hi, Kimber. How are you?
Fine, thanks. What's going on out there?
Well, actually, it's pretty cold out here, and I kind of got lost on the way. Funny story. You see, what happened
Jersey.
was what? Yes?
The story. Tell us what happened with the beating.
Oh, okay. I'm standing outside the Park and Ride, a truck stop just off Highway 46. From what I've gathered, a local student named Craig Bateman was assaulted earlier this evening by an unknown trucker who apparently took exception to the fact that Bateman was using traditional truck driving attire to make a fashion statement. Joining me now is Dave Callahan, a friend of Bateman's and a witness to the savage attack. Dave, can you tell me what you saw?
Yeah, man. Craig and we were just inside there and we were playing Golden Tee, but I had to pause it because I had to go to the bathroom. But then in walks in this grizzled trucker-looking guy. He was dressed all like, well, a trucker, and he walked right by me and Craig, and Craig was like, "Hey, man, nice hat." Well, I guess he got all ticked off because, well, he thought we were making fun of him. So he pushes Craig down and knocks his hat off. And then he starts beating the crap out of him. And then I'm like, "Hey, man, what the heck are you doing?" Wait, can I say?
Jersey, might I remind you that we're live?
Don't worry, we'll edit that out. Anyway, Kimber, now Bateman was taken to the hospital, and the police tell me that the savage trucker did escape the scene. Now they're advising everyone in the immediate area to be on lookout for a guy in a Carhartt jacket and mesh hat, which probably means he'll be found at one of the local college dance clubs. Back to you, Kimber.
Hey, man, what station did you say you're from? I want my mom to watch.
Thank you, Jersey, for that thrilling report. Tragedy struck Park County Elementary School today as a health and fitness presentation erupted in fisticuffs. The presentation was put on by the local Department of Community Health and was aimed at educating the young students on the importance of carbohydrates in a healthy diet. The program came to an abrupt halt midway through a rousing rendition of the song, "Bread is Your Friend," when famed diet expert Dr. Robert Adkins stormed into the gymnasium and began accosting the program facilitators. According to eyewitnesses, Adkins became agitated with a county employee dressed in a food pyramid costume when he refused to stop naming off the different sources of carbohydrates. After a verbal confrontation, Adkins snapped and began attacking the pyramid. Elementary students joined in the fray, believing that it was part of the program. Police and emergency officials were called shortly after when Dr. Adkins attempted to strangle the top of the pyramid using a rope from the physical education class. The man in the food pyramid costume was identified as John Livingston, an intern with the Michigan Department of Agriculture, and was taken to St. Rita's Hospital for minor injuries. Adkins was taken into custody by authorities and is being charged with trespassing and aggravated assault. He has yet to post bail.
Boy, Kimber, I hope he likes bread and water. Because Brett's got the carbohydrates, yeah. Anyway, in other national news, like a lot of us in the news business, I'm sure many of you have been wondering whatever happened to Saddam Hussein's beard. As you recall, the deposed Iraqi leader was shown shortly after his capture with a long, full beard of thick black and gray hair. Photos released soon after his arrest by coalition forces showed him with only a mustache. After all of these months of wondering, the obvious question, whatever happened to all that thick, luxurious hair, has finally been answered. It turns out that the U.S. military donated the brutal dictator's beard to Locks of Love, a nonprofit organization that collects human hair and uses it to make wigs for cancer and leukemia patients. We have learned that the Hussein beard was turned into the hair for 7 Chicago children, all of whom are undergoing chemotherapy at St. Mary's Hospital. So it appears as though this long, sad story of the oppressive crackpot has come to a happy ending, at least for those 7 children.
Thanks, Boulder, for that touching story.